here on the Limitless Core. Thank you for joining me and thank you for tuning in on another nightly read of the One Year Bible. This is day 122. 122 in a row, chat. So thank you for joining me for this lovely. Oh, I itch. I need to keep wearing glasses. But thank you for joining me on this nightly read for the One Year Bible. I gotta stop trying to scratch my eye. it just kind of itch. But today we're officially in May, chat. Hey, what's up, Skip? How you doing, bro? What's up? What you talking about, bro? But let me read the verses real quick. I went and zoned out there for a second. But verses tonight are coming from, and what is going on here? I'm in the car right now because we have company. We have my wife's sisters are in town. Um, so I'm in the car doing the past 3 days I've done the reads in the car because it's loud in the car. It's one of those nights. Well, there's the house is not empty. It's people in the house right now. So I'm out here reading because it's a lot of background noise and stuff. So, but the verses tonight are coming from Judges 13, 1 through 14, and verse 20. Following it up with John 129 through 51. Following it up with Psalms 102, 1 through 28. And then wrapping up tonight's read with Proverbs 14, 15 through 16. Well, we have a really big, and this reminds me of a specific time of my life. This specific time of my life too. I used to sit in the front yard of my car. Sorry about that. My AirPods connected to the phone, but this reminds me of a time back in the days myself when I used to sit in the front yard of my mom's house in my car after work. Uh, hey, what's up, Anos? What's up? I could barely read that. What's up? Welcome to the chat, bro. We're about to get into our daily One Year Bible read here. I love, hey, big women need love too, bro. So it makes sense. Mini Jim. And what's up, Anzor? Let's say my moment was in the back seat. Oh, Skit. Come on now. Not in the Bible read, brother. Not in the Bible read, Skit. Come on now. Not in the daily Bible read. Not in the daily Bible read. Come on now, Skip. Yeah, know it's my bad. It's just the font, dog. Facts. It is the font. That font is hard to read. And what's up, Andy boy? How you doing? Welcome to the chat. Welcome to the chat. Thank y'all for the likes on the stream. Hey, what's up, GM11? Bless you too. Bless you too. And this is a little big excerpt at the top. Excerpt at the top of this read. It's a little dark in the core, man. So forgive me for the light and not being the best right now. It's called In the Northern Hemisphere, right? And it goes like this, right? So thank y'all for the likes in the chat and keep liking if you want to. Double tap the screen and let's get into tonight's read. So in the Northern Hemisphere, it is springtime. I once loved a woman who wasn't clean. Oh man, I hope you get checked. It is springtime. Beautiful flowers burst forth with brilliant colors, energizing us after a long winter. But for some men, rather than being a time of renewal and restoration, spring is a time of great despair. In spring, that depression and sadness increase and suicide numbers spike. Perhaps seeing renewal in nature casts the difficulties of life in stark comparison. The brighter the world, the greater the contrast to some men's emotional disconnection and despair. The world is moving on, transforming, coming to life, but not them. What are they facing? Unconfessed sin, God's judgment, or could it be something very different? A habit that could be changed with a support group, a chemical imbalance that a medication could correct, a resource from God that has never been tried, a lack of clothes, redemptive relationships. Men become men in a company of men. They also find hope and healing there. Connection with other men could be a crucial part of the help that is needed. And with that, I hope you had an amazing. I did, and I hope you had an amazing day as well. I got sunburn on my face. I got sunburn on my face because of how amazing the day was. Anyway, I still need to talk to you about. Oh, facts. I remember. We'll have to do like a Discord or something. We'll have to figure out a Discord or some way, something like that. But so let's get into Judges 13, 1 through 14 in verse 20. So again, the Israelites did evil in the Lord's sight. So the Lord handed them over to the Philistines, who oppressed them for over 40 years. In those days, a man named Moana from the tribe of Dan lived in the town of Zorah. His wife was unable to become pregnant, and they had no children. The angel of the Lord appeared to Moana's wife and said, "Even though you have been unable to have children, you will soon become pregnant and give birth to a son. So be careful. You must not drink wine or any other alcoholic drink, nor eat any forbidden food. You will become pregnant and give birth to a son, and his hair must never be cut, for he will be dedicated to the God as a Nazarite from birth. He will begin to rescue Israel from the Philistines." And the woman ran and told her husband. Oop, lights turned off on me. The woman ran and told her husband, "A man of God appeared to me. He looked like one of God's angels, terrifying to see. I didn't ask where he was from, and he didn't tell me his name. But he told me, 'You will become pregnant and give birth to a son. You must not drink wine or any alcoholic beverage, nor eat any forbidden food. For your son will be dedicated to God as a Nazarite from the moment of his birth until the day of his death.' Then Moana prayed to the Lord, saying, 'Lord, please let the man of God come back to us again and give us more instructions about the son who is to be born.' God answered Moana's prayer, and the angel of God appeared once again to his wife, and she was sitting in the field. But her husband, Moana, was not with her. So she quickly ran and told her husband, 'The man who had appeared to me the other day is here again.' Moana ran back with his wife and asked, 'Are you the man who spoke to my wife the other day?' 'Yes,' he replied, 'I am.' So Moana asked him, 'When your words come true, what kind of rules should govern the boy's life and work?' The angel of the Lord replied, 'Be sure your wife follows the instructions I gave her. She must not eat grapes or raisins, drink wine or any other alcoholic drink, or eat any forbidden food.' Then Moana said to the angel of the Lord, 'Please stay here until we can prepare a young goat for you to eat.' 'I will stay,' the angel of the Lord replied, 'but I will not eat anything. However, you may prepare a burnt offering as a sacrifice to the Lord.' Moana didn't realize it was an angel of the Lord. Then Moana asked the angel of the Lord, 'What is your name? For when all this comes true, we want to honor you.' 'Why do you ask my name?' the angel of the Lord replied. 'It is too powerful for you to understand.' Then Moana took a young goat and grain offering and offered it on a rock as a sacrifice to the Lord. And as Moana and his wife watched, the Lord did an amazing thing. As the flames from the altar shot up toward the sky, the angel of the Lord ascended in the fire. When Moana and his wife saw this, they fell with their faces to the ground. The angel did not appear again to Moana and his wife. Moana finally realized it was an angel of the Lord, and he said to his wife, 'We will certainly die, for we have seen God.' But his wife said, 'If the Lord were going to kill us, he wouldn't have accepted our burnt offering and grain offering. He wouldn't have appeared to us and told us this wonderful thing and done these miracles.' When her son was born, she named him Samson. And the Lord blessed him as he grew up. And the Spirit of the Lord began to stir him while he lived in Mahane Dan, which is located between the towns of Zorah and Eshtaol. One day when Samson was in Timnah, one of the Philistine women caught his eye. When he returned home, he told his father and mother, 'A young Philistine woman in Timnah caught my eye. I want to marry her. Get her for me.' His father and mother objected. 'Isn't there even one woman in our tribe among all the Israelites you could marry?' They asked. 'Why must you go to the pagan Philistines to find a wife?' But Samson told his father, 'Get her for me. She looks good to me.' His father and mother didn't realize the Lord was at work in this, creating an opportunity to work against the Philistines, who ruled over Israel at that time. As Samson and his parents were going down to Timnah, a young lion suddenly attacked Samson near the vineyards of Timnah. At that moment, the Spirit of the Lord became powerful upon him, and he ripped the lion's jaws apart with his bare hands. He did it as easily as if he were a young goat, but he didn't tell his father or mother about it. When Samson arrived in Timnah, he talked with the woman and was very pleased with her. Later, when he returned to Timnah for the wedding, he turned off the path to look at the carcass of the lion, and he found that a swarm of bees had made some honey in the carcass. He scooped some of that honey into his hands and ate it along the way. He also gave some to his father and mother, and they ate it. But he didn't tell them he had taken the honey from the carcass of the lion. And one second, I'm gonna read chat. Hey, how you doing, Elche? Elche, welcome to the chat. As his father was making his final arrangements for the marriage, Samson threw a party at Timnah, as was the custom for elite young men. When the bride's parents saw him, they selected 30 young men from the town to be his companions. Samson said to them, "Let me tell you a riddle. If you solve my riddle during these 7 days of the celebration, I will give you 30 fine linen robes and 30 sets of the festive clothing. But if you can't solve it, then you must give me 30 fine linen robes and 30 sets of festive clothing." "All right," they agreed. "Let's hear your riddle." So he said, "Out of the one who eats Out of the one who eats came something to eat. Out of the strong came something sweet." Ooh, I want to read that better. Out of the one who eats something, Out of the one who eats came something to eat. Out of the strong came something sweet. Out of the one who eats came something to eat. Out of the strong came something sweet. That second line is super smooth, but I need to get the first one out better. So he said, "Out of the one who eats came something to eat. Out of the strong came something sweet." There we go. That was good. There we go. 3 days later, they were still trying to figure it out. On the fourth day, they said to Samson's wife, "Entice your husband to explain the riddle for us, or we will burn down your father's house with you in it." "Did you invite us to this party just to make us poor?" So Samson's wife came to him in tears and said, "You don't love me. You hate me. You have given my people a riddle, but you haven't told me the answer." "I haven't even given the answer to my father or mother," he replied. "Why should I tell you?" So she cried whenever she was with him and kept it up for the rest of the celebration. At last, on the seventh day, he told her the answer because she was tormenting him with her nagging. Then she explained the riddle to the young men. So before sunset on the seventh day, the men of the town came to Samson with their answer. "What is sweeter than honey? What is stronger than a lion?" Samson replied, "If you hadn't plowed with my heifer, you wouldn't have solved my riddle." Then the Spirit of the Lord came powerful upon him. He went down to the town of Ascalon and killed 30 men, took their belongings, and gave their clothing to the men who had solved his riddle. But Samson was furious about what had happened, so he went back to his home to, to live with his father and mother. So his wife was given in marriage to the man who had been Samson's best man at the wedding. Okay. Then the Spirit of the Lord came powerful upon him. He went down to the town of Ascalon, killed 30 men, took their belongings, and gave their clothing to the men who had solved his riddle. But Samson was furious about what had happened, and he went back home to live with his father and mother. So his wife was given in marriage to the man who had been Samson's best man at the wedding. That makes sense now. Have you heard of Holy Orthodox? You mean Holy Orthodox or the Holy Orthodoxy? Either or, scholar? No, but you could explain it to me if you want to. And now we're going to hop into John 1:29 through 51. The next day, John saw Jesus coming toward him and said, "Look, the Lamb of God who takes away the sin of the world. He is the one I was talking about when I said, 'A man is coming after me, who is far greater than I am, for he existed long before me.' I did not recognize him as the Messiah, but I have been baptizing with water so that he might be revealed to Israel." Then John testified, "I saw the Holy Spirit descending like a dove from heaven and resting upon him. I didn't know he was the one, but when God sent me to baptize with water, he told me, 'The one on whom you see the Spirit descend and rest is the one who will baptize with the Holy Spirit.' I saw this happen to Jesus, so I testified that he is the chosen one of God." The following day, John was again standing with two of his disciples. As Jesus walked by, John looked at him and declared, "Look, there is the Lamb of God." When John's two disciples heard this, they followed Jesus. Jesus looked around and saw them following. "What do you want?" he asked them. They replied, "Rabbi," which means teacher, "where are you staying?" "Come and see," he said. It was about 4 o'clock in the afternoon when they went with him to the place where he was staying, and they remained with him for the rest of the day. Andrew, Simon, Peter's brother, was one of these men who heard what John said and then followed Jesus. Andrew went to his brother Simon and told him, "We have found the Messiah," which means Christ. Then Andrew brought Simon to meet Jesus. Looking intently at Simon, Jesus said, "Your name is Simon, son of John, but you will be called Cephas, which means Peter. The next day, Jesus decided to go to Galilee. He found Philip and said to him, "Come follow me." Philip was from Andrew and Peter's hometown. Philip went to look for Nathanael and told him, "We have found the very person Moses and the prophets wrote about. His name is Jesus, the son of Joseph, from Nazareth." "Nazareth!" exclaimed Nathanael. "Can anything good come from Nazareth?" "Come and see for yourself," Philip replied. As they approached, Jesus said, "Now here is a genuine son of Israel, a man of complete integrity." Oh, lights turn off again. 1 second, chat. Oh my goodness. There we go. A man of complete integrity. "How do you know about me?" Nathanael asked. Jesus replied, "I could see you under the fig tree before Philip found you." Then Nathanael exclaimed, "Rabbi, you are the Son of God, the King of Israel." Jesus asked him, "Do you believe this just because I told you? I had seen you under the fig tree. You will see greater things than this." Then he said, "I tell you the truth. You will all see heaven open and the angels of God going up and down on the Son of Man, the one who is the stairway between heaven and earth." And now, chat Psalms. Uh-oh, not the lights, right? It throws off the flow sometimes, man. Then you gotta get right back into it, but it's okay. It's okay. I'll get the flow back again. But now Psalms 102. I really want to read that one more time. Before we get into the Psalms, let's read this one more time. "How do you know about me?" Nathanael asked. Jesus replied, "I could see you under the fig tree before Philip found you." Then Nathanael exclaimed, "Rabbi, you are the Son of God, the King of Israel." Jesus asked him, "Do you believe this just because I told you I had seen you under the fig tree? You will see greater things than this." Then he said, "I tell you the truth. You will all see heaven open and the angels of God going up and down on the Son of Man, the one who is a stairway between heaven and earth." That was much better. And now Psalms 102, 1 to 28. "Lord, hear my prayer. Listen to my plea. Don't turn away from me. In my time of distress, bend down to listen and answer me quickly when I call to you. For my days disappear like smoke, and my bones burn like red hot coals. My heart is sick, withered like grass, and I have lost my appetite. Because of my groaning, I am reduced to skin and bones. I am like an owl in the desert, like a little owl in far off wilderness. I lie awake, lonely as a solitary bird on the roof. My enemies taunt me day after day. They mock and curse me. I eat ashes for food. My tears run down into my drink because of your anger and wrath, for you have picked me up and thrown me out. My life passes as swiftly as the evening shadows. I am withering away like grass. But you, O Lord, will sit on your throne forever. Your fame will endure to every generation. You will rise and have mercy on Jerusalem. And now is the time to pity her. Now is the time you promised to help. For your people love every stone in her walls and cherish even the dust in her streets. Then the nations will tremble before the Lord. The kings of the earth will tremble before his glory. For the Lord will rebuild Jerusalem. He will appear in his glory. He will listen to the prayers of the destitute. He will not reject their pleas. Let this be recorded for future generations, so that the people not yet born will praise the Lord. Tell them the Lord looked down from his heavenly sanctuary. He looked down to earth from heaven to hear the groans of the prisoners, to release those condemned to die. And so the Lord's fame will be celebrated in Zion, his praises in Jerusalem, where multitudes gather together and kingdoms come together to worship the Lord. He broke my strength in midlife, cutting short my days. But I cried to him, O my God, who lives forever, don't take my life while I am so young. Long ago you laid the foundation of the earth and made the heavens with your hands. They will perish, but you remain forever. They will wear out like old clothing. You will change them like a garment and discard them. But you are always the same. You will live forever. The children of your people will live in security. Their children's children will thrive in your presence. And now Proverbs 14, 15 through 16. What was the first Bible canon? Bugsy Malone. You tell me, bro. What's up, Bugsy? Tell me what's the first Bible canon? You tell me, because I don't know what that question means. So you tell me what that means. I'm not sure what that means. Okay, but now Proverbs 14, 15 through 16. Only simpletons believe everything they're told. The prudent carefully consider their steps. The wise are cautious and avoid dangers. Fools plunge ahead with reckless confidence. Now let's read this one more time. Only simpletons believe everything they're told. The prudent carefully consider their steps. The wise are cautious and avoid danger, and fools plunge ahead with reckless confidence. And a man of mighty integrity. Probably won't be able to read this chat, but a man of mighty integrity. Jesus paid Nathanael the highest of compliments for any man. The fact that it came from Jesus, who knew everything about Nathanael like no other could, made it all the more powerful. Jesus called Nathanael a man of complete integrity. It just does not get any better than that. Many of us would be happy to be being called a man with a lot of integrity. Wouldn't you love to be known as a man of complete integrity? Any of us could get there by committing to be honest and dependable. Starting now. Okay, why didn't you tell me pet insurance exists? Also, can we talk when you're done with the Bible read? For sure, bro. Bro, where am I at right now? I'm in the car, bro. What's up, Ivan? I'm in the car, bro. You know it's probably loud in the house, bro. You know it's probably loud in the house, bro. But I'm gonna finish turn off this camera real quick. Hey, what's up, Elijah? I will have stopped me the first week. I don't know these people. Y'all don't know these people. What are we talking about? Elijah, that confused me. And congratulations, basketball, bro. Congrats, bro. Congrats, bro. Congrats on the 50 subs, basketball. Congrats, bro. Hey, I didn't even see you say hi there. What's up, bro? How's Leon and them right now? I think Leon just fell asleep. So I'm not trying to make a lot of noise in the house. I'm not trying to make a lot of noise in the house. Road to 100. Yeah, congrats, bro. So I'm just doing the read in the car. And then I'm going back in the house to lay down. I'm not going to lie. I'm sunburned right now, bro. I'm a little sunburned right now. What is my favorite? My favorite what? I'm glad that got deleted. How's life, man? A Gozul? Life's pretty good, bro. Life's pretty good, bro. Life's pretty good, bro. How's life for you, bro? My favorite is my Toyota. That's my favorite car, my Toyota. Okay, all right. But I'm about to turn off this camera real quick. I'm gonna be right back. I'm about to do my daily thing that I do where I ask for clarity and wisdom. I'm going to scroll on, bro. Thanks. Hey, you have a good one, bro. Time to do for inappropriate message. Appreciate that. Appreciate that, basketball. I seen you, bro. All the best, bro. I'm following you from Dubai. Hey, I appreciate that. Way from Dubai. I appreciate that, bro. And if it's not your type of content, bro, it's all good, bro. See you, bro. I remember from yesterday though. Andy Boy with the H. Andy Boy with the H. I remember you. But I'm gonna turn off this camera real quick. Ask for is a bit overkill, don't you think? Nah, that's perfect. Just get used to time people out crazy. I don't want to hear it, bro. Peace, bro. You have a great one. I'm gonna turn off this camera really quickly. I'm gonna ask for clarity and wisdom on the day's word, and I'm gonna be right back. For sure. All right, chat. I'm back. Supra. I don't even know what that is, but I think I've seen one of those before. I think I've seen one of those before. I think it's a cool looking car. I'm not like a fast car guy. Never tell him I just spoke up. I I skip my fault, bro. Trust me, you have seen them. You should have seen the message. Yeah, that's why I timed him out. Hey, I appreciate it. Hey, as long as we taking care of business, that's how I appreciate it. You know. Oh man, but we're back, and just be, and as soon as I started the prayer today, right, chat? Um, I got the message from today's word, and we'll start with Proverbs 14:15 through 16. So, only simpletons believe everything they're told. The prudent carefully consider their steps. The wise are cautious and avoid danger. Fools plunge ahead with reckless confidence. So, uh, the first part of today's message is, chat, don't forget to ask for discernment. Whenever we do the reads, you started my life with, hey, listen, stop, get off my head top, please. Thank you very much. But every day we do the reads, right? I ask for wisdom and clarity on the word, right? But I have not been asking for discernment. I have not been praying for discernment. And this message right here called me, right? As I was reading that, I was like, there's something. This message talking to me. As soon as I started closing my eyes to pray, I heard the word discernment. I said, I haven't been praying for discernment. Hey, what's up, Z-Dog? Welcome back to the chat, bro. I've been praying for discernment. And that's extremely important because only simpletons believe everything they're told. The prudent carefully consider the steps. The wise are cautious and avoid danger. And fools plunge ahead with reckless confidence. So don't forget to ask for discernment. I feel like that's a real big part of today's word right there. And let's go over some more of today's word, right? And let's go over the verses one more time for all the new people in the chat. I'm doing well. I have a sore throat, but I have about a day or so left of it, thankfully. Hey, I'm glad you're getting over it. I got a little sunburn going on right now. You can't see it because it's dark in the car, but my skin is red. Oh man, it feels good though. I'm not gonna lie. It doesn't hurt. My skin is red, so I'll just be normal color tomorrow. But tonight's verses came from Judges 13, 1 through 14. We also read from John 1:29 through 51. We followed that up with Psalms 102, 1 through 28, and then we wrapped up tonight's read with Proverbs 14:15 through 16. We just went over Proverbs 14:15 through 16, but we'll do it one more time for the new people in the chat. Only simpletons believe everything they're told. The prudent carefully consider their steps. The wise are cautious and avoid danger. And fools plunge ahead with reckless confidence. So that verse is really telling us to make sure we're asking for discernment. And, asking for discernment through all these things that show up in our life, Let's talk about when you're doing bad. We definitely. Matthew 7 is one of the most important messages in the Bible. And go ahead and drop that verse in the chat then. Go ahead and drop Matthew 7 in the chat then so we all can read it. Z-Dog, well, hope you get better soon. I'll be just fine. I'll be better tomorrow. I'll be better tomorrow, man. I'm not worried about it at all. I'm not worried about it at all. Let's hop into John, because John is a message of humility, right? Because John 1:29 to 51. John is such a humble man, right? There was so many people around him that could have boosted his head up, made him not listen to God, but he stayed true to the message, and he knew that the one was coming, right? Unsubbed, dang. Do you think it was a good idea that I unsub to a guy who doesn't follow Jesus, Mr. Core? I mean, it's your choice, bro. You can do whatever you decide you want to do, bro. And you don't gotta feel bad about it or anything. If that's what you decided you wanted to do, bro, then I know you're not gonna be better tomorrow. You know what? Just because you said it, I will be better tomorrow. I'm gonna guarantee it. Guaranteed it's done. Hey, what's up, Daniel Barry? And if you want to unsubscribe from somebody that you don't want to be subscribed to anymore, bro, then you don't have to subscribe to their content, bro. So, it's not a big deal. But John 1:29 through 51. So John was a very humble man. So humility is another big thing from today's word, right? Because everybody wanted John to be the Messiah, right? They all were talking about John. What they were John is the Messiah. He's doing all this healing, all this baptism. All these people came around him thinking that he was, but the entire time he kept telling everybody that he's not the Messiah. He's not. He wasn't the one. He's just baptizing. I'm just baptizing, bro. I'm just baptizing, bro. I'm not doing nothing crazy. I'm just baptizing, bro. The one is coming. That's what he kept saying, and that's a message about humility, you know. And also sometimes you play your role. You know your place. You play your role. And John played his role to the T. So John was a great man because he played his role to a T. He never got big headed. He just stayed humble, and he knew the one was coming, right? And so he just kept doing his job. He just kept diligently doing his job because he knew the one was coming, right? And that's a message to pretty much all of us here, that diligently do your job because the one is coming, right? And then we also read from Judges 13:1 through 14 as well. And this word Moana, this was another one of God's miracles. And then how God does all these things. It shows you that God works in mysterious ways, right? God works in mysterious ways. He set up this whole plot, the whole story. Did Adam and Eve have belly buttons? Maybe. Maybe, bro. I never met Adam or Eve, bro, so I have no idea. I honestly don't know. I couldn't tell you. Maybe they did. Maybe they don't. Who knows? Who knows? But where was I at though? Oh, but how God sets everything up. How things, you may not know what's happening. You may not understand what's happening around you, why things are playing out the way they're playing out. But God is making plays in the background all the time. God is just making plays. So trust it. I'm not gonna lie, just trust it. And that's on the parents. That's really for his parents there. They trusted God because they were supposed to keep him pure, right? And they trusted God that God was going to work out whatever is supposed to be happening, right? His parents, Moana, and his mom and Samson's mom trusted that God was going to work everything out, and God did. He was working everything in the background, so they had nothing to worry about because he ended up not marrying the woman anyways, right? Which ended up not defiling Samson. It made me question a few things about if they have belly buttons now. That's pretty funny. Oh man. Y'all stay sidetracking me when I read the comments. When I read chat, I get sidetracked every time. But he never ended up marrying her anyway, so it was always being played out. Exactly, it's crazy. It played out exactly how it was supposed to play it out, and it plays out exactly how it was supposed to play out. It plays out exactly how it's supposed to play out, you know. So it plays out exactly how it's supposed to play out. But I really want to go over Proverbs one more time because I feel like that was the biggest part for tonight's read. Proverbs 14:15 through 16. Only simpletons believe everything they're told. The prudent carefully consider their steps, and the wise are cautious and avoid danger. Fools plunge ahead with reckless confidence. And I feel like that was about discernment. That verse there is about discernment. That verse right there is about discernment. So don't forget to ask and pray for discernment. And especially in this time of information where there's so much information everywhere, right? Don't forget to pray for discernment, so that will become a part of our 1 year Bible read every single day. I don't pray on screen. I do it in private. You feel me? But when I do my 1 year Bible prayer every day, I'm gonna make sure I'm adding discernment in that prayer every single day now. And we'll read this right here. Wouldn't you love to be known as a man of complete integrity? Any of us could get there by committing to be honest and dependable starting now, and that's going to be the end of today's 1 year Bible read. It's not the end of the stream, chat, so don't leave yet. But for all the new people who have never seen this outro, I'm going to do this one time so you can see this one time, right? And then I'm going to talk to Skit real quick. We got that limitless core, baby. I appreciate you. I might even love you, but I'm for sure glad you woke up today. Thank you for joining me today on the 1 year Bible stream. I appreciate you. And I hope you have a great rest of your night. And now time to read chat and talk to chat. What's up, y'all? What's up? What's up, chat? What's up, Skit? Because I know you wanted to chat, bro. So what's up, everybody? What's up, bro? We just finished to read. Let's read these chats. Fall in line, basketball. They don't want you to think outside what they preach. What's up, Shastu? They even called me. That's pretty funny. Trust me, yo, I'm lighter than you, and it took me 3 days to get better. Hey, you don't know my body, brother. You don't know my body, brother. You don't know my God, brother. So I'm just, you don't know my body, brother. You don't know I'm amazing. Don't ever tell me what I'm capable of doing. That's pretty funny. Oh man, it's funny. They even called me tomato. That's pretty funny. Oh man, I feel that pain, brother. I feel that pain. Did Adam and Eve have that question is ridiculous. Not gonna lie, I don't understand why that even matters. What do belly buttons do again? Having faith in Jesus is not enough to get into heaven. And no one said anything about it's about loving your neighbor and following God's decrees, which is love your neighbor because you can't love God unless you love your neighbor. That is the main thing. That is one of the main plots. That's the main plot to the story right there. Frank's tracks. That's the main plot to the story there. Love your neighbor because you can't love God unless you love your neighbor. And if you understand that, God doesn't love everyone. Now that's the biggest cap I ever seen in my life. You talk about some entity you heard about on the internet. You're not talking about God. You're talking about an entity you heard about on the internet. You're not talking about God. Because God does love everyone, because the only thing that exists in this world is love. You know, so that's an impossible statement right there, brother. Following all of God's commandments is the true faith. Facts. It's in the Bible. God doesn't love everyone. Listen, I don't follow everything I read and everything. There are plenty of verses in the Bible that I take with a grain of salt because it's a bunch of other stuff. And then you also don't read the Bible as a person taking everything literal. You know, you don't read it as a person taking everything literal. If you read the Bible as a person that's reading it with their intellect, then you'll read it incorrectly. You know, if you read, I think the belly of scars after your umbilical cord is cut off. I think so too. Why only follow some and not all of them, and try to preach it to others? Why follow some and not all of them? I said the most important one is love your neighbor, because that's the most important one. That's mentioned several times. It's mentioned over and over again, to love your neighbor. And that was the first one that was mentioned, to love your neighbor. It's the first one that was mentioned was to love your neighbor. And you can't love God unless you love your neighbor, you know? So I think it's in the womb is essential because there's so many different conversations happening at one time, bro. Jesus doesn't lie. Facts. What's up, Jess? Welcome to the chat, bro. Or what do you call girl bros? I'm just gonna call you or girl bro. They're all important. Of course they're all important. But the main thing is to love your neighbor. And you'll understand all the other ones as soon as you decide to love your neighbor. You understand you automatically do all the other ones when you love your neighbor. That's why the first one is, bro, it's fine. I am also married. Don't get me beat up by my wife when I go in the house. And what's up, fart baby? Oh man. Or girly. All right. Or girly. I'm gonna say girly. Who birthed them? Who birthed who? Are you about to talk about are you about to bring up the Anunnaki? Because you one of those people on the internet that believe in lizards that fly in the sky. Oh man, I'm thinking this guy's one of those people that believe lizards about the stories about lizards that fly in the sky. That's not the main thing. They're all main. Adam and Eve. I birthed a lizard baby. I would assume that Adam and Eve didn't have belly buttons. God made Adam and Eve is from one of Adam's ribs. Did you? Basketball. That's a funny question. Oh man, it's funny. But that's not the main thing. They're all the main thing. But you see, this is I don't argue with people on the internet. The point is, right, when you love your neighbor, you do all the other things. That's why I say that. That's also why it's the first one that's mentioned. Because if you actually truly unconditionally love all your neighbors unconditionally, then you automatically do all the other things. You don't do none of the other sketchy things that God doesn't want you to do in the first place. God, you question your religion. Ha ha ha. Questioning my religion is crazy. What? God doesn't love his neighbor is a crazy statement too, because God is not an entity. Stop trying to make God an entity. No, God is not an entity. God is not an entity. Stop trying to make God an entity, brother. God is not an entity. You're trying to make God a physical being with physical people emotions and human concepts. You're trying to make God into a human concept so you can feel closer to him in a way that allows you to be able to judge God, which is crazy to think that to think that you're capable of doing such a thing, you know? God is everything. God is not an entity. You're not you're not on the same level, brother. I'm not gonna hold you. There's 100% human and 100% God. you know, you're not gonna take that one that way, brother. That's crazy. That's a crazy statement. Not gonna lie. You gotta stay off the internet, brother. Not gonna lie. What's your name, brother? Stu, stay off the internet, bro. They is brainwashing you. They are brainwashing you on the internet. They make you believe that you are comparable to God in some way, and you're not. That is crazy, bro. I'm not gonna lie. How you doing, Holy Spirit? How you doing? What's up, Mac Daddy? Jesus said in Matthew 7, not all who come in my name will enter the kingdom of heaven. If you're not doing the will of the Father, he never knew you. And that's a fact. It's literally in the Bible. How was that loving your neighbor? I don't even know what you're talking about at this point. Liquefy. What's up, Liquefy? Welcome to the chat, bro. Man, oh man. And we just read a verse. Hold up. I got you. Hold up, Shastu. Got you. Shastu, I got you. We literally just read a verse. You weren't listening. We just read this verse, bro. And there we go. Hey, you're the perfect guinea pig for these types of things. Open the Bible. Gotcha. I'm finna read this to Shastu real quick. Shastu, don't leave, brother. Shastu, come here. Proverbs 14:15-16. Only simpletons believe everything they're told. The prudent carefully consider their steps. The wise are cautious and avoid danger. Fools plunge ahead with reckless confidence. Come on now, brother. Stop it. We just read about this. You need to ask for discernment. I need you. You're the one that I was talking to today when I heard the words discernment when I was praying, right? You need to pray for discernment, brother. You need to pray for discernment, brother. Not gonna lie. Pray for discernment, brother. Hey, what's up, British? Welcome back to the chat, British. I haven't seen you in a while. He was asking a question. Whoa, whoa. I was clicking channel, my bad. It's all good. Jess, you gonna get me in trouble. My wife gonna ban me from streaming. You better stop. I just know that those who try to get into heaven not through Jesus, you're like a robber. But those who get to heaven through Jesus are like sheep that follow his voice. I think that's how it is. I feel that. Hey, what's up, Troxen? Welcome to the chat, Troxen. Jess, he's super. Fart baby, you'll get me. My wife gonna report my channel. My wife gonna report my channel. My wife is gonna report my channel. It's gonna be done for her. A lot of people are coming at the end. Facts, right? A lot of people just show. Oh man, it's funny. Oh man, y'all really just came out of nowhere. I don't know. Y'all really just came up out of nowhere for real. Oh man, can we get some of that Old Testament? I got you. We're gonna start. I got all the versions of the Bible in the house, so we can get into any of these versions that you want to. I have them in the crib. My granddad has I got one from when I was 5 years old. I got one. I got my own engraved one with my name in it. I got all the different versions. My granddad gave me all of them when I was a kid. Do I believe in magic? I believe in the power of God. That's what I believe in for sure. Mr. Core, do you think having 2 girlfriends is bad? Hypothetically asking, of course. See, that's not my place. That's absolutely not my place. I have no idea. I don't know. I absolutely do not know. I'm married, bro. So like, I don't have that's not me. That's not something I would do. Also, it seems like a lot of work. So that's not something I'm interested in, you know? So, but yes, golf, everybody donated all our get them out of the Section 8 housing, please. It's crazy. A couple of weeks ago, I'll try. So I hope you're doing all right, man. I hope you're doing all right. It's Doe subbed up. I appreciate that. Far baby Matura is also engraved. That's pretty cool, bro. Statue avoiding, bro's avoiding the question. What is my sign? I'm a Scorpio, Masilla. Um, what did you ask, Shastu? Troxin. I'm gonna turn off this camera real quick. Troxin, I'm gonna drop a prayer for you. I don't pray on camera, right? I don't pray on camera. I think that's I don't think that's something you should be doing. So I don't do that. So I'm gonna turn off this camera. I'm gonna pray for you, Troxin. I'm gonna pray for your well wishes, and I'm gonna come right back. Chat. Give me 1 second. Cool. All right, I'm back. Let's just say your old friend, which is me, was just messing around and ended up. Skip, stop it right now. Not in the Bible stream, Skit. This is conversation for other kinds of streams, Skit. It's not in the Bible stream, brother. It's still God is great, God is good, and God is good all the time. God is great, and God is great all the time. You scaring me in that dark room, dog. I'm not in a dark room. I'm in the whip right now. Bro, that's crazy. Who is that though? Who are you referring to when you say something like that, Shastu? Pray for me too, please, while you're at it. For sure. I came last night. Hey, this is so corny. Shastu. Shastu wants to know if you like Chick-fil-A or Taco Bell more. Do I like Chick-fil-A or Taco Bell more? I don't like either one. I don't like the salty foods. I don't like salty foods for real. I don't really like salty foods, and they upset my stomach. So I really don't like either one. But yeah, that's my answer. You do John 10:7 do nah, Mr. Core. For sure. My fault, OG. Hold on, let me cook. Shastu, God. Bruh, stop it. Shastu, stop it, bro. We just read this verse, and I'm gonna read it to you one more time, Shastu, because I keep having to do this, brother. You got to get off the internet. The internet is messing with your head, bro. The internet is messing with your head. I understand, bro. The internet is an enticing place. It seems like it's all pretty, but let's read this verse one more time to the boy Shastu, because he needs to hear it. And I'm not judging you, bro. It is what it is. It's all good, bro. It doesn't matter if it's in the Bible, bro. Now let's read this right here. Proverbs 14:15-16. Only simpletons believe everything they're told. The prudent carefully consider their steps. The wise are cautious and avoid danger. Fools plunge ahead with reckless confidence. Don't believe everything you're told. Only simpletons believe everything they're told. Would it not be would it not be something if somebody at some point in time got in this book and changed up some phrase, some things inside the book? Do you not think that's possible? That's why every single time I read, I ask for wisdom, clarity. And now I'm adding discernment into my daily prayer when I do these 1 year Bible reads. Because you cannot believe everything you read just because it's in the good book. You know, that's why I asked for wisdom and clarity. And now I ask for discernment as well. Of course you believe. Of course you believe. But you also ask. That's also a request from God that if you don't know, then ask. If you need some help, then ask. Then ask. Why you coming to me? I can't answer your questions, bro. You just trying to antagonize me. I can't answer your questions. You need to go talk to God yourself. That's not my job. It's not my job to do that for you, brother. That's not my job. So I'm not going to do that. Bro, it's contradicting himself in real time. What do you mean? How am I contradicting myself? I never once did that. And you can't prove that either. You can go and get this whole video back and run it back to me. I never once contradicted myself. In that situation, man, that funny. It's pretty funny. So, hey, what's up, Joseph? How you doing, man? Sorry, I'm sorry. So, say my income backwards. Deep some. Taco Bell makes me have PTSD flashbacks. My breath sounded like World War III. That's pretty hilarious. I'm not gonna lie. Taco Bell do the same thing to me. That's why I don't like it. Shasti, run back the video. We need some instant replay. Facts. I need instant replay. I need you to drop the clips. That's what I need you to do, Shastu. Hey, quick question. What's up, Liquify? Welcome back to the stream, bro. You were here a little while earlier, and now you're back. What's up, bro? Why'd you hide the question? Why'd you talk about somebody? Oh, hell for review. Oh, I can show that. Am I Christian? Yeah. Yeah, you are preaching from the same book. What do you mean? You're preaching from the same book. Didn't I also say that every single time I read, I ask for wisdom and clarity on what I read? I ask for the wisdom to take in the message and the clarity to share it every single time. Now I have been checked by God. God checked me with that verse. I got my message. God said you're not asking for the sermon on my word. So now I ask for the sermon on the word now. As of today, I ask for the sermon on the word. You feel me? Now I asked for I got checked. God checked me. He sent me this verse. This verse was meant for me to read today. He checked me. He put his hand in my chest, said, "Oh, slow your roll, brother. You moving too quick. You missing something." So that's what now I ask for the sermon in my word as of today. Hey, bro, Shastu, have fun, brother. I hope you get whatever you need and whatever you're looking for, man. Honestly, with all love and respect. Oh, so that verse was only meant for you. No, it's not meant for me. No, it's not only meant for me. but if a word is, if God is sending me a message, I ain't gonna look God in the face and say that ain't for me. if God is saying something directly to my face, standing right in front of me, talking about this word is for you, I'm not gonna say this word ain't for me. And I'm not saying God in my car either, because Shastu takes everything I say extremely literally. So, so no, God is not in my car. I just want you to understand. He didn't appear in the physical body in my car and say that to me. I just want you to understand that, Shastu. You know, I just want you to understand that, Shastu. You know, triple take us Skittles. Oh man. So, okay. Oh, he's a shot. I'm double taking at Farbank. That's pretty funny. So God is sending you a message by writing in the book everyone can access. Yes, because everything happens exactly when it's supposed to. Everything happens exactly when it's supposed to, brother. That's why. That's why. Because you're underestimating God. That's your problem, Shah. Shastu, you underestimate God's abilities. So you need to go reevaluate yourself, brother. Not gonna lie. Nothing against you. I'm not judging you because that's not my job. You feel me? But you are underestimating God's abilities, and that's not my problem, and that's not my job to fix it either. That's not my problem, nor is it my job to fix it. But you are underestimating God's abilities, and that's not my job to tell you or to try to get you to understand how amazing God is. Well, that part kind of is by reading his word. But you are underestimating God's abilities, you know, so that's just, you know, that's on you, bro. That's just on you, bro. I'm sure God has done some amazing things in your life that you can't explain why they happened or why it worked out for you. And for you to be sitting right here in my chat talking the way you talking, it's crazy. It's crazy, you know? Because you can't underestimate somebody who made everything. You can't underestimate somebody. You got to grab at straws and believe in something because your life isn't turning out the way you want it. That's crazy. My life is amazing. Bro, I just came from a boat. I was on a boat today in the middle of the Keys, sunbathing. What are you talking about? I'm chilling. I am chilling, bro. I am sharing the word because God has been amazing to me. I'm sharing the goodness of God because God has been amazing to me. That's why I'm sharing the word. I'm sharing the word because God is amazing to me. God treats me amazing. Yeah. God set that up for me. He pulled all the strings. I don't think about none of this stuff happening. I can tell you right now, I never thought about going on no boat. I can tell you right now. Come on now, stop it. Come on now, stop it. Don't entertain this limitless. You good. We know what you mean. It's cool. I know. I'm just joking too. I know I'm not taking it serious at all. Y'all, the light's not like great in the car, but you can't see how much I've been laughing and enjoying this. I'm not gonna lie, it's funny. I'm not upset. It's just funny. It's funny. But it's okay. It's also just fine. It's also just fine. Because everybody is like this at some point in their life. And then everybody grows up from this at some point in their life as well. Or they die. Or either way, they still die. So it does not truly matter in the grand scheme of things. You know, do I believe in evolution? Can you explain to me what you mean by evolution? And then I can answer your question. Because evolution, there's a lot of different like ways to define the word evolution. So you gotta elaborate a little bit on that statement. Are you talking about like the evolution of like monkeys to humans? Is that what you're talking about? You talking about monkeys to humans, that type of evolution? Is that what you're referring to? I'm not gonna lie. You're one of those science guys. It means exactly what it means. You're one of those science guys who's extremely obsessed with science. I'm a science guy too, but I work with a lot of like intellectuals who can't see past themselves. I work with a lot of intellectuals who can't see past themselves. It's not science. You're equating something that's far beyond something that a man-made concept. That science is a man-made concept, brother. You can't equate God to a man-made concept. Stop it. This is the issue, brother. This is the issue, brother. You cannot compare God to a man-made concept. You're tripping. You're tripping thinking you can compare God to a man-made concept. That's why you don't believe in what God can do for you. Not gonna lie, I hope you can you know get past this. Hope you can get past this. Oh, what's the car light, bro? I'm sitting in the car, bro. Hope you can get past this one day. Hope you can get past that one day, bro. It's okay though. I work with a lot of guys like you. I'm both sides of the coin, which is a very interesting thing to be sometimes, because a lot of people misinterpret me. I used to work with this guy back in the days, right? Bro doesn't believe in science. I believe in science isn't a thing. Science is a concept. Science is a concept, and it's just a way to test things. Science is not a thing. It's just a way to test things. Science is just a way to test things, bro. That's all it is. It's just a way to test things, bro. That's all science is. It's not something that people keep blowing up. It's just a way to test things out. It's a theory system. Science is a theory system, bro. It's a bunch of theories. It's a bunch of theories, bro. You're Haitian. I'm leaving. I'm not Haitian. Haitian. Ain't nothing against Haitians though. Maybe I might be. I need to check my ancestry again. I don't know. Maybe. Never made no Murph or I don't want to take advice from you either, shots do. I'm not gonna lie. Big boom, and they didn't realize it was God that did that. This is so dumb, bro. You know you're wrong when you are denying science. Bro, you know you're wrong when you only believe in science. You know you're wrong when you only believe in science because you're gonna have a nope, because I don't talk like that. Oh man. You're gonna have an interest in life, only believing in science. You're gonna have an interest in life that could possibly be limited in aspects because you only believe in science. You know, you don't believe in something outside of the realms of a possibility. you know. And if you can't believe outside of outside of that box, then you very much condensed in a little small space. You know, the dumbest sentence you're wrong when you only believe in science. That you're wrong when you only believe in science. The Church of Science is, a church for theories without proof. Believing in God, there is too much proof around you to not believe in God, bro. There is too much proof around you to not believe in God, bro. You alive. Science ain't keeping you here. Science is killing you, actually. All them pills that you see on the commercials, they got 30 different side effects. That's science. That's science for you. Science is killing you. Science is killing you, bro. Science is killing you. Why do little kids then if God's real? Because God works in mysterious ways, and you don't understand God. So stop trying to condense God into a human concept. You don't understand God, so stop trying to condense God into a human concept. You want to put God into a box so bad, but you can't. And so since you can't put him in a box, right? That's science. You can't put him in a box. You refuse. You refuse to accept it because you can't put it into a box that fits something that you can take in, right? So because you can't believe in something outside of your own space. So that's on you. That's not on me. Was it Noah Art discovered some time ago or something? Down from microplastics. God works in mysterious ways, bro. These things happen in the world for a reason, bro. Why do you think that we would praise someone that's fake, bro? God is amazing. Stop. Yeah, facts. When it comes to their judgment, they wouldn't have an answer to that. Facts. Man, when I used to do science, I wanted to overdose. Sorry for going that far. It's all good, bro. It is what it is. But you're gonna end up in a sketchy place in your mind if you only believe in science, bro. I'm not gonna lie. Because it's only so far I can take you. It's only so far I can take you. It's just another man-made concept. It's only so far I can take you. So this dude is peddling BS. Well, the proof is in the pudding. I ain't peddling no BS. The proof is in the pudding. Not gonna lie. The proof's in the pudding pops. The pudding pops got the proof in it, and I love the pudding pops because the proof is in the pudding pops, and I love to eat those pudding pops. The proof's in the pudding. You's alive right now, the proof's in the pudding. You woke up this morning, the proof's in the pudding. You got in the car this morning, the proof's in the pudding. All these things, all these beautiful things around us, the proof's in the pudding. There is things outside of this planet, the proof's in the pudding. There are other species around us, the proof's in the pudding. There are animals on this planet, the proof's in the pudding. Does science make any of those atoms? Does the science create any of those things that were already here before science got made up? No, it didn't. So the proof's in the pudding. Come on now, stop being like that, man. It's okay. And it's okay. It's okay, man. I'm sorry for it, baby. I'm sorry. Oh man, it's funny. Oh man. And Skid always hope for the best for you, brother. Always, man. He does. Can you squabble? I could send me squabbles. I could send me squabble, David. I could send me squabble. I don't really go out there looking for fights, though. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not somebody that goes out there looking for fights for real. I'm not that type of person. That's not my MO. Maybe if I do, it does. I'll see God in heaven. It's cool, Shot Stew, man. And you're not a band, and you over here preaching all that other stuff earlier, Shot Stew, man. I'm gonna need you to get banned out of my chat, brother. We've talked to you long enough. Maybe, hey, chat, go ahead and get this man out of here, man. We've talked to this man long enough. It's okay, brother. You will not come in here and bring that into this community. You have a good one, man. I hope you have a great rest of your day and a wonderful evening. And you just will not be allowed in this chat again. It is what it is, man. Peace. You have a great one, man. Have a good one, man. All right. Now that Shot Stew is gone. Oh my goodness. Appreciate it, basketball. Even though we try, hey, it is what it is, man. Hey, I'm not gonna call bro stupid or nothing like that. It is what it is. I'm not gonna call bro names. I'm not gonna talk bad about bro behind his back. It is what it is. He is who he is, and that's okay, man. He just not allowed in my chat or my community. I protect my space, you feel me? And I don't want him in my space. So he got to go. And that's it. It's all good. No, like stupidity. Like I don't even say stuff like that. I don't even say like stupidity or no stuff like that, bro. I just keep if I think about saying things like that, I just kind of keep it. I just keep it to myself. I know. It's cool, man. It's cool though. Yeah, for sure. I just keep it to myself. If I don't got nothing nice to say, I just don't say it, man. So, but I hope bro has a great one, and or and goes wherever he needs to go, and does whatever he needs to do, and I wish him the best for sure. And what's up, Skit, bro? What's up, bro? This stream was way longer than I expected it to be. You're better than me though. Bro, it just is what it is, bro. It's not that big of a deal. It's just really just not that deep. And my job is to love my neighbor. I'm gonna do my job diligently. I'm gonna do my job diligently. My job is to love my neighbor, because I can't love God unless I love my neighbor. And my God, he not gonna look at me the same unless I do my job. So I'm gonna do my job. You know, so that's all it is. How can I tell you in private though? I'm gonna set up a Discord. So we're gonna do a who is your now or according to I don't know. Bar, I'm pretty sure that's a typo, bro. You retype that for me. Yes, wish him the best too. All you can do is pray. Facts. It's really eating me alive. God, let his wrath run through my veins. Oh man, that's bad hilarious. Come on, no, that's crazy, bro. Who is your neighbor according to the Bible? Everyone's my neighbor. Everything is my neighbor. So I treat everything around me with respect. I treat this car with respect. I treat this water bottle with respect. I treat my clothes with respect. I treat the people in this chat with respect. I treat my boys, my dogs with respect. I treat my lizard, I call her my little Nubiana with respect because she's my daughter. You know, I treat my nieces, my nephews with respect. The little babies, I don't treat them like they dumb. I treat them with respect too. Everybody gets respect from me. It is what it is. Everybody gets love and respect from me. It is what it is. Because that's my job. That's my job, and I'm gonna do my job. That's my job, and I'm gonna do my job. That's all. That's what it is. That's not what the Bible says. You don't treat yourself with respect, though. I do, though. I definitely do. I love myself, man. I treat myself with respect, man. And from the times that I didn't, I remember those times where my skin was broken out. I was sad. I was crying in the shower. I thought I was lost, but now I'm found. I thought I was lost, and now I'm found, and that's my testimony. And hey, I'm happy with that, bro. But one thing I don't believe everyone deserves is the truth. The Bible doesn't say everyone deserves respect. I didn't say nothing about everybody. The Bible saying everybody deserves respect. I said love, unconditional love, unconditional love. I just said I added respect from me. Eye for an eye, gang. Nah, bro. Eye for an eye does not work, bro. It just creates more violence. An eye for an eye just creates blind people. You know? Yo, Carla, it's being all at you for the stream being so facts. It is. The car battery is mad at me for the stream being so long. That's what's mad at me. What's up with my skin? Oh, I was at the beach today. Well, not the beach. I was on a boat. What do they call it? I was in the Keys on like a boat, and we were like in some like I don't really know how to explain it, but it's like this special part of the area where you can walk around the water and chill, and it's like 5 feet, and it's like really refreshing. And we are in the sun for like hour 2 hours. I didn't have no sunscreen on, burn my face. It is what it is, bro. But maybe they do deserve the truth. Skin is only vanity. Your skin will never affect who you are. Facts. I know, but that's something I found out though. During that time, because before then, right, a lot of my life was based on how I looked. Right, a lot of my life was based on how I looked. Right, the just how I was just a naturally handsome person. Right. So a lot of my life was based on like how I looked for real, right? So then, the that's crazy. And then so for a period of time, I went through this period of time in my life where, I kind of like, kind of like slightly. I wouldn't say I walked away from faith or anything, but like, um, there was a time that there was some change that needed to be done with me. Um, that's what the hell. But sorry, that threw me off. Bar, what are you talking about, bro? That confused me. Yeah. Let me finish my sentence first, because that might get clear out of context. I'm not gonna lie. I should not have talked again after that one. I should not have said anything else after that one. I'm not gonna lie, but it is what it is at this point. Whatever. But um, there needs to be some change with myself, right? And the only way I was gonna do that change was if I experienced what I experienced at the time, right? And during that experience, my skin broke out pretty crazily. I didn't like looking at myself in the mirror. Um, and then and I had to find a new way to I had to find a way to like g- leave the looks thing in the past. I had to find a way to leave the looks thing in the past. And that was a change that was 100% necessary for who I am today. I'm extremely appreciative of it, to be completely honest. I feel like it was 100% necessary for everything, for my life as it is right now, to leave that part of myself in the past because it no longer served me. Um, uh, but yeah, that was just kind of all that was. And yeah, my true testimony is I found love, and now I bring love to every situation. So that's why I don't judge. That's why I don't do none of that other stuff, or try to argue or talk behind people back, or shouldn't do none of that stuff. God says don't do that stuff anyways, right? But so I bring love to every situation. So no matter what you talking about in the chat, or what somebody talking about in real life, or what's going on, bro, I'm bringing love to the situation, because that's what is love is everywhere, and the only thing there is love anyway. So I'm bringing love to the situation. Now I won't be empty. How would I be empty from an endless supply? Love is everything. Love is everywhere. So I can never be empty. You know, I could never be empty. My tank is always on F, always full. My tank is always on F. It's always full. These streams, and they say don't follow. And I try. What does love of God look like according to the Bible? Scroll. Basketball, that timing of that is hilarious. That timing of that is hilarious. The time of that is hilarious. Um, the love from the Bible is wisdom. Love from God is wisdom. Love from God is clarity. Love from God is discernment. Love from God is joy. Love from God is I'm in the car, bro. I got a house full of people, bro. I got a house full of people, bro. It's sometimes it's loud, and it's also a baby in the house too right now. So I don't I don't want to wake up the baby or anything if I like get loud or start laughing pretty loud or something on stream or something. So I'm trying to be respectful as possible of my company in the house. Um, Now you have to read the big message first. Oh man, I missed it. Hold up. You can bring his love, I'll bring his wrath. Not true, sir. Love God is keeping the commandments. Oh, hey, that's a good bar. I must have misread your question, brother. The way I read your question was, what does love of God look like according to the Bible? I said I read that as what does receiving God's love. My brain read that as what does receiving God's love look like from the Bible. My fault, bro. Misread your question. Um, Sorry. Semi dyslexia. No, I'm just joking. I don't have that. Um, I'm so sorry, bro. I wasn't talking to you when I said scroll. It's pretty funny. It's though you're a good dude though. It's nice to meet you, bro. Nice to meet you too, though. Jamie Truby, I had a game. We won 20-8. Hey, good job, Jamie. Congrats, bro. Good games. That's a beatdown. That's a beatdown right there, brother. We love to win astronomically. We love to see it. We love to win astronomically. We love to see it. We love to win by a landslide for sure. Definitely, we love it. Is it true? Is it true? It's impossible to die without regrets. Nah, I don't regret anything. So you know, because you can't do nothing about it. So, you know, if you got a bunch of regrets, then you're living in the past and you can't do nothing about that. You got to give that to God. When you're gonna show God you love him, maybe start by growing your beard. Don't play with me, bear, bro. Stop it. Not the beard stuff, bro. Listen, it doesn't connect. I'm sorry. This is why I didn't do this in the house. The beard doesn't connect. It's right here. It's empty. There's empty space right here. You feel me? There's empty space right here, man. You know. Oh man, you look like Obama. That's mad funny. My grandma and my aunt used to call me that when I was a kid. Mr. Palad. Welcome to the chat, bro. Um, but yeah, we don't. It doesn't fill in right here, so we get rid of that. We get rid of that because it just makes me look old. You know. You know. So I get that out of here now. You have to let it grow, bro. Bro, it's oh man. Bro, the ugly stage, bro, is crazy. Not even just, it breaks my skin out, bro. Growing facial hair breaks my skin out, bro. I'm not gonna lie. Growing facial hair breaks my skin out, and I just do not, I just don't like it. Noah tried to be bare also. LOL. Miss Ballada, you calling him black? I am black. I am black. First and foremost. Mr. Ballard, you did assume my race though, but it's cool. I'm just joking. I'm just joking. What is your favorite song, Mr. Core? My favorite song is Caged Bird by J. Cole. God don't care if it connects or not. Grow it like God said. A shaved face makes you a boy. A man has a beard. I'm gonna have to fact check you on that verse, brother. I'm not gonna lie. I'm gonna go fact check you on that verse. I'm mixed. You're right. I am mixed. I'm mixed with everything under the sun. To be completely honest, the only thing I'm not mixed with, well, I don't consider myself mixed with it because I'm only 1%, is Asian. I'm only 1% Asian, so I don't consider myself Asian. But everything else, I got a little bit of everything else. It's like crazy. I'm not gonna lie. Miss Core, you're part of the KFC enjoyer. Get off my head top right now. Spread my brother. That has to be Skittles. That's funny. It's crazy. You're not mixed. You're what your father is. Facts. You're right. Bear. Hey, you're a respectable man. I'm not gonna lie. Or I don't know. A respectable girl, bro. I'm not sure if you're a dude or a girl. So either a respectable man or a respectable woman, bro. Cause not a girl, bro. Woman, bro. Hey, what's up, Lil Key? Hi, hey, is it okay? I'm 3% black. Hey, you better not. You better not. Jamie, you better not. Jamie, you better not. Oh man. This girl, how long for that beard to grow out? Oh my goodness. Oh man. I'm gonna have to double wash my face. I'm gonna have to wash my face twice a day to grow a beard out, bro. Oh man. I got to go get dinner. See y'all tomorrow. Hey, I give you full permission. Oh man, full permission to grow the beard out is crazy. I really don't want to do this. Hey, listen. When we hit 50, we're at 50. What number of? I'm gonna give y'all a subscriber goal. I'm gonna set a subscriber goal. Triple wash your face for your beard and God. I'm gonna have a subscriber goal of 5 more subscribers on the channel, and then I'll start growing my beard out. Oh man, my wife is gonna love it though. She loves my facial hair, but I absolutely cannot stand it. I absolutely cannot stand it. I'm not gonna lie. But I guess we'll do this. Oh yeah, I forgot to tell you yesterday I was out with him, and then goodness, Jamie of Skittles, not in the Bible stream. I'm a boy, so yeah, kind of runs the family. I'm 3% black. You still don't get the pass. Hey Jamie, no, you don't get the pass, bro. Everyone's some if you want a beard, well him to have a beard. Oh man. But hey chat, I'm going to go lay down with my honey because we've had a long day for massage for the beard. Oh man, it's crazy. I'm finna end the stream before y'all finish this up, go. See, I can't. So, because we've had a long day. And thank y'all for joining me. Y'all have been amazing. Y'all have been absolutely amazing. Thank y'all for showing out for me. Thank y'all for giving me the most valuable thing y'all could give me, which is y'all. Y'all gave me y'all today, and I really appreciate that. and I always do. Can you please? My son is watching that. I don't even cuss. Oh, what did you think I was going to say? No idea. See you later. See you later, Mr. That's bad funny. Y'all have a great one. Oh man, let's hit this outro one more time for the new people. We all got that limitless score, baby. I appreciate you. I might even love you, but I'm for sure glad you woke up today. You have a great rest of your night, and I can't wait to see you again tomorrow. Peace.